Welcome back to another episode of Wheel to Wheel.
Welcome back.
Grant, it's good to be back where I don't
It
have to
is.
don't have to edit as much video game gameplay and we can just do an easy audio video.
Just for now. The next
Yeah, I
one's
know.
coming soon.
I know the next one is coming soon, but good to be back. I'm happy it's race week. I feel like the past 2 weekends are like weekends I've actually been looking to watch something and
Yeah,
I've showed up and just been like, I guess there's only golf on. Which is not a bad thing, but I would
not a
much
bad
rather
thing.
there also be a race, which is a little bit more high octane than
Yep,
4 days of
that was
golf.
good. High octane. That was good.
Yeah, it's not a big deal, dude. I do this for a living.
Yeah, no joke.
Full
I'm with
time.
you though. It definitely Sundays feel like a hole in the morning. It's like you get into the swing of watching races every week, and
Yeah,
you take a 2 week break, and you're like, oh, what do I do with myself?
I know. And then I feel like there's a bunch of stuff going into Silverstone that we thought was gonna close. Like I've even made like in the video that we were doing, I was like, dude, it's happening. Max is basically already signed with
Mm-hmm.
Mercedes. And then we haven't even talked since Horner's been fired. So
Nope.
Horner got canned in like
Mm-hmm.
just on the spot. And it's one of those things now where it's like, is Max going to hang out longer with them? There's just more questions now rather than the opposite of what I thought was going to happen, where everything was going to be resolved from the situation.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a hard thing to look into him going because, I mean, throw it back a year ago or however long ago it was that he was getting in trouble for the inappropriate stuff with an employee, whatever, what have you. We can't really get too far into that, but it's like, okay, is this saying that now there is something there that they didn't uncover then and they're letting him go? Or is it a desperate pull to try to hold on to Max to say, look, we are going to change something and you should stay to see if this change actually works.
I think, I believe his case is now in public court. So
Oh,
it was in private court, and I believe it's in public court. So I think it's far from over. So I
yeah,
I would be I don't think there's any way that that's not at least a factor. I do
sure.
think a very large factor is just the fact that they're like last chance looking to keep Max. But on top of it,
Hmm.
I think they potentially might have just been done with Horner. I think this situation just might have like reached its capacity. I mean, even like every great dynasty has to come to an end with their coach. Like Bill Belichick had to leave the Patriots and it was come to an end. They won 6 Super Bowls together, which is insane
Yeah,
to even think about. But they started being a bad team in the latter half, and we're kind of starting to see similar things where things not necessarily going how they used to go because maybe the car is
yeah,
just not by default set up fantastic,
for sure.
and you're not used to having to make those mid-season adjustments and actually having to focus on the second car. So I think,
Yeah. The
may,
second car thing is big. And I think it's something to be said that they're bringing in the guy from Racing Bulls because Yuki liked him. I think I was reading something that Max has had a relationship with him before too, in some form or fashion, and that
yeah,
it was good, and that Max was happy that that's who they brought in. So, like at this point, it's you always like you never want to see history, right? Like nobody wanted to see the Chiefs win the Super Bowl last year,
yuck.
but if the Chiefs this upcoming next year win 2 games, you're like, what in the world happened? Like it almost the fall from grace too fast
Yep,
hurts more than a steady decline in
yep.
my eyes.
I
So
100%
it's like,
agree.
what the heck is going on there?
Yeah, and I think I'm with you 100% that the V Carb racing director, I keep forgetting team principal. What's his name? Is it
Uh,
is it
he's
Alan? It's not Alan Permain, is it?
no,
Because that's the guy that's replacing him at V Carb.
mm-hmm.
Red
Wrong
Bull.
team.
Laurent McKees. That's who it is.
Yes, Laurent.
So
Yep.
I'm pretty sure he was on the engineering side at the big Red Bull team. I think we're seeing a very, very big sweep slash stretch of race engineer background people turning into team principals. We have that at Haas, we have that at Williams, and now
Mm-hmm.
we have that here at Red Bull. It has me excited. I feel like the big jumps, leaps, and bounds we've seen in cars, and just a focus on the technical rather than on like I guess like not the technical, but I mean I feel like there has to be a lot more management done potentially by the team principal
Dude,
that gets seen. But I just feel like these guys are so type A that it just
yeah.
gets done a certain way. It's like a list. It's not a paragraph. You're not like reading through it and kind of like adjusting to it in a natural flow. It's
No,
like,
they're
nah,
checking
it's
boxes.
checking boxes. Exactly. So I'm curious to see how that goes. Hopefully he
Some
can.
of it too with this is a business at the end of the day. Like, and these guys, these team principals have to put that team in a position to make money for the investors,
Mhm.
for the team owner, if you will, or brand, whoever it may be, sponsors. If they don't perform, they're going to get canned.
Yeah.
And part of this performance for them, since they aren't in the car, is hiring the right staff, managing the people the correct way, like building camaraderie in this team to make them want to move forward, make them want to succeed, all be working for the same common goal.
Hmm.
So when all of that starts to get scattered and your like leadership, even at just a step under, isn't all in line, you can get in a world of hurt.
Yeah. And I think it's almost like everybody's had managers like this where they know how to say all the right things,
Mm-hmm.
but then it comes to a point where I don't care what you're saying because I'm seeing the numbers and I'm seeing the results and it's not working. We just laid off 6 people. What's going on here? I kind
Right.
of almost feel like that happened, and now they're bringing in the guy that's the opposite of the spectrum, where it's like full transparency. Like I think Val's is the best example people usually see when they
Mm-hmm.
think of like technical guy. Like I'm curious to see if Laurent gets his hands dirty, knows what's happening with the car, and I know he likes Yuki, and I really am excited to see what the second half of the season with Yuki looks like. I would love Yuki to shock the world. I don't necessarily see it happening, but I do see him scoring more points. And
I see him getting back in it. Another thing to think about is this guy worked with Nui for a
yep,
long time, a long, long time. He's going to have good insight.
yeah, I agree. So it's for me, it's an exciting change. I think it's going to be less distraction, and I think Max is going to love that. Max is going to be able to put his head down and actually just get to it. Second half of the season, I wouldn't be surprised if potentially negotiations are dropped for a little bit of
Yeah.
time, or they're just kind of like at a weird limbo state.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of the Red Bull Mercedes moves, I've heard more speculation that potentially we were all wrong about George being the one whose seat gets replaced, and that potentially there's a shipping of a young Kimi Antonelli to Alpine. Could be absolute horseshit. I have no idea.
I
But
hope
just
not.
those speculations alone being thrown out, because obviously Kimi's contract hasn't even come in yet either. Both
Mm-hmm.
Mercedes drivers are unsigned. So it's one of those things where what the heck's going to happen? I have no idea. People are probably reading into it, but I do
Of
think that's
course. I
something
mean,
at least we should bring up and put on the field that I've heard. And if it happens, it happens, but I don't think it will.
no, I hope not. I think there's so much more to that with Kimmy. Like, it's more than just him being a rookie. They knew he wasn't going to be this like Lewis Hamilton Jr. and get all these podiums and win and all this stuff. And the season's not over and he has a
I
podium.
was
So
just about
maybe
to
I'm
say, he already
wrong in
podiumed.
saying that. Like, I think pulling that kid out of the car would be the biggest mistake that team will ever make.
I don't think he will. I heard it too, and I was like, not buying it. Especially with Toto's like regret with Max early on in his career. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't see him wanting to make even remotely a similar mistake. So I don't see that happening. It's driver market's gonna be crazy when things just, I don't know.
I guess also we haven't talked really since I've seen so much more stuff lately that it's nailed down that it's Valtteri Checo at Cadillac.
I saw that Checo was nailed. I saw that he was nailed down. Like that
Yeah,
pause. First off, pause.
we think Valtteri's nailed down. That's more our take, I think.
Yeah.
But
Well,
Checo is like 99%
yes.
nailed at
Which
Cadillac.
doesn't surprise me just because of how
Nah,
much funding he brings in, man. He's also like, and that's not even a
he's a
slight.
dog, dude.
I was just about to say it's not even a slight at his driving. I mean, he has the Alpine, or I guess they were they Force India last place to first place.
Yeah,
I mean, he is an absolute beast of a driver. So I mean, if they can give him a half decent
yeah,
car,
he'll
it's
be fun.
he'll be fine. And I think the same thing with Valtteri. Dude, let those guys race. I think it's if they give him a midfield fighting car, that is a scary ass team.
Oh, somebody's gets their podium somewhere
Well,
a few
because
times. I
think
mean,
about think about the middle and see how many young guys you're going to be scrapping with. I would
yep.
take Checo and Bottas over some like Ollie
Oh yeah,
Behrmans and Isaac Hadjars and Liam Lawson's any day of the week.
absolutely.
So I think that's just going to make things interesting. Also, be so cool to see Cadillac like fully representing America in a different way from what
Yes,
Haas does. So, but
yes.
I'm with you. I think that's seemingly locked in. I love the two veteran driver move for a new team. You don't have
Yeah,
I mean, they might have crazy funds. I have no idea. It's Cadillac, so it's a huge company,
it's
General
GM.
Motors.
Yeah,
But I mean, you don't want to crash in the car that much. You want two guys that could just be steady. You don't want risk. You don't want fluctuation. I mean, you look at Nico Hulkenberg, and it's like, how could you not want a guy that's like time in and time out a consistent driver?
Yep.
So
Takes care of the car. And not only that, I mean, these guys score some points here and there, and they finish fifth in the constructors, sixth in the constructors. That pays out, dude. That investment immediately pays off, and you're rolling.
yeah, I agree. So I'm beyond stoked. I was a little bit like, do we really want another team on the grid? Which is kind of lame in the beginning. I was like, oh, it messes with like the perfect number 20 of teams on the grid. But now I'm getting like fired up just knowing who's potentially re-entering the grid and just having another car out there, especially with the cars being smaller. I hope it's a fun season. But
yeah.
All right, let's pivot to the current season.
Spa.
That was a rant. That was a 10-minute rant of we haven't been able to talk about F1 for 2 weeks. So that was awesome. We have Spa now. I think we should start with predictions.
Yeah.
I believe you just mentioned to me Lewis won last year.
Lewis won last year. It was on like the George DQ though. I don't remember exactly why.
DQ'd. George won technically, and then something was up with his car, so he.
Yeah, and then you had Hamilton, Piastri, Leclerc was your 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think 2 weeks off.
Leclerc is yours because you are killing me.
I'm killing you, by the way. It's 23-11. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'm more than double down here.
Yeah, but that's okay. You can still put up 23, and I can put up less than 11, technically. I mean, you can get 6 points in one go. That's pretty substantial. If you hit 17 and I hit 0, it's like that's the game shifted.
The likelihood of that is so slim.
All right, well, whatever, dude. You have to keep playing just because you're losing.
I gotta keep my head up. Oh no, I'm gonna be a sore loser, but I'm gonna keep playing. Yeah.
I think Oscar, first place.
Okay.
Oscar hasn't won in 2 races.
Yeah, I know he's due.
So I think it's one of those things where 2 weeks off, Lando's riding a high. I think Lando cools off. I think Oscar never gets high, never gets low, stays neutral. I think he's gonna hop in the car, pick up where he left off. He was gonna win Silverstone if it wasn't for the penalty.
Yep.
I just think he's in the spot to do so. But I do think Lando secures second place. Sorry for being lame and super basic and super safe here, but I don't see anybody else getting P2. I think Lando comes in hot and gets that second place. I kind of want to say Max. I'm not gonna. I think George P3. So I'm gonna go Oscar, Lando, George. Keep it very, very classic. I like George on this track, especially after last year. Let's see him get a podium. I just don't see him beating the McLarens.
Yep. I've already got mine. I got to go somewhat different because I have to try and make up ground. So give me a Max Verstappen win.
Okay.
Give me a Piastri second. And give me George third.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say LeGreg, bro.
No. I hope. I mean, if I hope I'm wrong and Chuck gets in there.
I think
maybe even Lewis. Get Lewis on the podium. We're bringing a new suspension, new rear suspension.
You want Lewis on P3? Like, are you changing
your?
I was like, whoa.
Nah, this is called wishful thinking.
Yeah, I was about to say.
This rear suspension is going to make it less twitchy for Lewis, and then he's going to be dialed.
I'm more likely to put Nico Hulkenberg back on the podium than I am to put Lewis in P3. I'm kidding.
Oh, that cuts deep.
I think. I mean, it should be interesting. The car could already have some adjustments for Red Bull. You'd never know. It's been 2 weeks.
That's what I think. I think he's going to go keep it simple.
I think your pick at Max is probably smart. Me not even having Max in the top 3 makes me anxious now that I'm looking at it, but I can't change it. So we're here.
All right, round out your top 10.
Round out top 10. 4th place. I think 4th place could be Lewis Hamilton. It's a crazy take. I'm going to put Lewis Hamilton in 4th place. I think him and George are going to have a little fun with each other. Pause. For a sector of the race. And then I think George is probably going to air it out and get in front of him. But I do think it's going to be Lewis Hamilton. Then I'm probably going to have to put Kimi. Then I'm going to put Charles. I think Charles is going to have a bad race because that's just how I've already set it up. And that's just what I'm going to say. I have no logic behind this thought.
Just to make me sad, that's all.
4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go Hulky in 7. I think Hulk's just on one still, bro. I can't doubt the guy. He just got P3. And what was it? 3rd, like 6th, 5th, 7th? Like he's been a nut. So I got to keep him 7th place. Rounding out the middle, let's go 8th place. I like him struggling to put a Williams in the points, which sucks. We've just been so off, and everybody else is going to come with upgrades, and we're not.
There's good straights on this track though.
Let's do 8th place. Carlos Sainz. It's gonna be Albon, but let's say Carlos Sainz. Let's get him some points. 9th place. I like Alonso, and then let's go 10th place. Yuki Tsunoda.
Oh, light the fire.
I think he has to. I think new team principal, he has to get in the points.
Yeah, that's fair.
If I was being stupid and went with my heart, I would have put Yuki at like P6. But it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. All right, my prediction for the top 10. What do I have? Max, Oscar, George.
Yep.
Give me Lando. Both Ferraris. Back to back. I don't
What
know
order?
what order.
Come on. Be honest with yourself.
Give me Lewis Charles. Kimmy. What is that, 9?
Sure.
No.
It's like 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. 8, 9, 10.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, gosh.
This is where it gets so rough.
Give me Ocon.
Okay.
Carlos.
Okay.
Hadjar.
No Fernando?
No Fernando.
I think Fernando. I feel like Fernando and the Aston are kind of back. I'm not gonna lie.
I hope they are. I hope I'm wrong because I love Fernando.
Yeah.
But I think that car is a liability track to track.
Interesting. I think he's kind of back. Okay. Well, driver standings obviously have not changed since the last one, so I'm not going to go over it. Still Oscar, Lando, Max, George, Charles, Lewis, Kimi, Albon, Hülkenberg, and then Esteban Ocon. Ocon's holding on to that point. Isaac Hadjar is only 2 points off of him, and Lance Stroll's only 3 points off of Esteban.
Lance.
Which is crazy that Lance is going to be out for sure. The midfield battle, this is a good question. Who do you think is going to pull out second place? Do you think it's going to continuously flip-flop between Ferrari and Mercedes? Or do you think Ferrari's going to pull away right now? Or do you think Mercedes is going to pull away and start scoring double points with their team more often and hop Ferrari and win with second place?
I mean, the best way to tell the future is look at history. I love Kimi, but I think he's going to be consistent in his rookie year, or inconsistent in his rookie year. Like I don't see them getting double points every race.
Yeah.
I don't think the Ferrari is the greatest car on the grid. I'm, emotionally rooting for them all the time, but I think there's just a higher chance that both of those cars finish in the points just because of experience.
Yeah. Okay. I think you're probably right. I want to say Kimi would be able to throw it into high gear and figure it out, but I don't see that happening.
So. I want to see that. I want to see that scrap to the very end of the year.
Yeah.
To the last race, I want there to be something on the line.
Look, if all that talk we just had in the beginning about Yuki getting back in the stride with his old team principal that actually respects him, loves him, and cares about him, it's like
they're going to get back in it.
Red Bull could be a dark horse. Even if like Yuki's hopping into like he stays in 7 through 10, it don't matter because you're most likely then bumping out somebody else.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think that's going to be interesting. They're 172. It's a lot of points right now.
Yeah, it is.
But I mean, hey, how many power unit issues did Kimi have already in car issues? So it's like you can't count out DNFs for any team really. And like there's some races where Lewis will just be in 4th place and just drop to 9th. So I mean, I don't know. There's just too much flippy floppity kind of going on between those two teams. So
midfield wise, your boys need to kick it back in gear.
Yeah, bro. I know.
Kick is starting to breathe on that neck.
That was a good unintentional pun, by the way.
Yes, sir.
They got to kick it back into gear.
Kick it in gear.
Yeah, I agree. 59 to 41. So we're looking at
18. I mean, that's
a lot of points for the bottom half, unless you're freaking getting podiums, bro.
That's what I'm saying. It's one weird finish with a kick to where they are like really on Williams.
But also Williams could have a weird finish too.
Absolutely.
Albon's gotten 5th place twice now. So I mean, Albon's been having such a good season. That's my thing. Like even if we're like I feel
Not
like
the
we haven't
last. I
talked
mean,
about him.
the problems have not been his fault.
No.
So
And and
it's a
even when the
shame.
car's like undrivable and they have a horrible strategy, he'll squeak a 9 or 10 out of it. He's
Yeah.
just a freak in that car, and I think it's a little unfair because it's like you have to compare him to Carlos, and then Carlos is Carlos. I mean, how is Carlos not figuring that car out yet? Dude, it's the Williams has always been like this. Albon's just figured out a way to drive that thing or like figure out how to get it around the track and get points. And year
I
over
think
year over
another
year.
thing we're seeing with this too, just I'm using Carlos as the example, and then using Lewis as the example too. Is is the Ferrari a beast of its own? If you get comfortable with the Ferrari, are you cursed?
Hmm.
Because Carlos was good in the Ferrari and then left, and now he is good in the Williams, but he's having problems. I would say the Williams Mercedes thing, obviously they aren't the same car, but same power unit, like staff wise. Lewis grew up racing with all those dudes at Williams.
Yeah.
I mean, they all just move around. Um, is he getting in this Ferrari and trying to get used to it? It's causing problems.
Yeah.
Like there's so many avenues you can go down with this. It's like, okay, the Red Bull also may be its own freaking beast. And if you get it figured out, are you cursed in any other car? Like there's so many nuances to this that I think we could talk about for hours. But
Well, it's probably like it's probably like an extreme example of like you're going to play 18 holes of golf. Okay, cool, have fun. Switch sets with your buddy.
Yeah. Go use your dad's set.
Yeah.
Go use senior shafts.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like it's an extreme example of that. To where, I mean, you can figure it out eventually and play your game around it, but then you may not even be playing your game at some point, and then you just gotta
Right.
hope you have the time to fix the clubs up and change them. They have everything in stock so that you can change the shaft or maybe get a new head. And I don't know.
Yeah.
It probably just gets a little dicey towards the end.
This sounds so familiar.
Who, me?
Everyone.
Dude,
Me.
I don't do that. That's you, bro. Do
Yeah, it's
putter.
me.
That'll fix everything, dude.
Hey, that did fix everything. Though.
All right, all right. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little bit more nervous about Williams. I'm pretty sure the production of the car has slowed down a little bit for 2026 already. So we're a little bit behind schedule, supposedly. So I'm a little bit nervous, but at the same
Ferrari
time,
probably hasn't even started.
yeah, Ferrari's probably gonna go same car. And they're gonna be like, wait, you can't do that this year. I know you did different car this past year, but you can't do same car this year.
They're just going to take the car now and they're going to cut a little section out of it and then glue the other pieces together, and that's how we're
And
going
then
to.
they're gonna throw like 2 batteries in there and be like, it's
Yeah. What do you mean?
girl on me.
It's a Ferrari.
Yeah, I don't know. It should be interesting, but I was trying to give Albon his flowers. I think he's had probably one of the better years this entire season. He's been quiet the past
Definitely.
couple of races, but I mean he's got 46 points and he's driving a Williams, and literally there's no other midfield teams before him. He's the leader of the midfield drivers. I mean, as of right now, what?
That's crazy.
I mean, he is, dude. Glaze, but
Wait, hold on. How many points does he have? Look at something.
he has 46. Hulkenberg's behind him with 37. So Hulk's obviously bolstered his way up.
No, Alex Albon himself is in 6th place in the constructors. If he has his own team.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And we're just like I feel like we were talking about it early because that's when he was just points after points after points, and they've had a couple of fumbled bags, and he's had 2 DNFs with car failures, but then he got points in Silverstone again. So it's like the kid just can like chip away at it. But yeah, you're 100% correct. He has more points than points than every other team.
Yeah.
No, he's the leader of the midfield. Period.
Except his own team. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if Alex Albon was his own team, he is in 6th place in the constructors.
That's
He was
crazy,
still racing
actually.
for Williams too.
That's actually crazy. Come
Wow.
on, bro.
Come on.
He's also been angry this year. I kind of like it, bro.
He is feisty.
I love
He's
it.
feisty.
But yeah,
part
I
of the
don't
game.
know. I'm so excited to watch a race, bro. I cannot wait.
Same. I'm stoked. We'll definitely be putting out a race review probably Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, cool.
Or posted on Monday. Yeah, should be a good one. Excited for it.
I'm pumped.
I say this every time, but this truly is one of the best tracks on the calendar. Everyone would agree with that. There's so much history here.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, a few years back, the F2 driver passed away. That was Pierre's best friend.
Yeah.
So there'll be a little emotional thing going on there, as always.
Well,
but
then I wish I put Pierre in the points. That's all
Yeah.
I gotta say.
Maybe a sleeper pick there.
Yeah.
He's going to drive. He will.
He
But
always drives. That's another guy I feel like needs to get his flowers. I mean, he's
takes care of the car, dude.
19 points in the Alpine's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Over Sainz, over Lawson, over Alonso.
Yep.
Got to give that guy his flowers. Alpine's a
One-man team.
awful car. Valtteri might be in the Alpine. Who knows? We'll see.
Ooh.
We'll keep everybody updated as best we can.
Absolutely.
And on that note, we'll see you in the next episode, people.
Peace.
Peace.